Hi. Okay, so, I just did this makeup look, well, like 5 or 6 hours ago, and I decided I still didn't feel like cleaning or doing anything I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm gonna do another video. I contoured one half of my face, just from here down. I started doing it, and then I'm like, hey, I should just do a video for it. Okay, if you're wondering, I don't know, you might be wondering, probably not, but I have lip gloss on since I did this video. I don't really wear face makeup, so I'm not wearing face makeup right now besides the contouring. But this is Estee Lauder in like shimmer ginger something. It's my mom's, and I snatched it when I went to grab her bronzer. Which, if my mom sees this, I used your bronzer. I'm probably gonna tell you when you get home. And I don't own bronzer. I don't know. I don't feel the need to use it. So I'm gonna show you how to contour your face with bronzer. Because that's how most people do it, and you know, most people own a bronzer, even just a cheap one. This one's not. This one's Lancome, and this one is really worn away. So I don't know the name of it, but that's it. It's really nice. I mean, my mom uses it. Look, it's lovely. Works really well. It's only like $35 too, I think. Okay, so you're gonna need an angled blush brush for this. A contouring brush, and you just swipe it on there. I did it on this side already, and I did it well enough to where I would think you can't really tell I did it, but once it's completely done, you'll see that my face looks thinner and a little bit better. Okay, so my cheekbone's right here, stabbing it, and you're gonna go right along the edge right there, right underneath it, and you just do like a straight line basically from about here to up into your hairline. Just do that a couple times, and you want to put like a straight line. You get a little bit more, and then you just do short, soft brush strokes downward to try to blend it a little bit. And if you end up with too harsh of a line, which can happen, you just take like a fluffy powder brush and some face powder. I don't have mine right here. One quick second. Face powder. I use MAC Studio Fix. I'm C4. It's almost all gone. And just take a big brush and you can blend it out, soften it a bit. I didn't need to do that, but I just thought I'd show you. Okay, so okay, and then straight line down a little bit just to make it look more like that type of look. Okay, not too much, because if you do it too heavy, it'll look dark and it'll look like you did that. If you do it lightly enough, it just kind of looks like shadow on your face. And then you go right here into your chin, and you follow your jawline, just a smooth sweep like that. Now this is really pigmented, so you only really have to go like that, and then you can just keep using it, because it's a good quality brand. Lancome's really good for their bronzers and blushes, that I've seen. Yeah, makes me look like I have a nice firm jawline, which I don't. Okay, that's how to do it with bronzer, all proper. Now, when I usually do it, which I don't do it very often because I just don't ever think to do it, but sometimes when I get really bored, like happened now, and I don't feel like doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'll do it, wiping it off with a baby wipe. Just so I can show you how I do it normally. Because I do this every once in a while. Ooh, that was pigmented. You could see it all over the baby wipe, and I didn't even use that much. Okay. Ooh, let my face dry a little bit. I just take a big eyeshadow brush, like just a big one like that to cover your whole area. Your whole area, eyelid. And then sometimes I use a smaller one. These are from Coastal Scents. I think they were like $1.95 each, and I got them quite a few years ago. I don't know if they still have them, because I was just on the Coastal Scents page the other day to look for one of these. You know, a cheap one. Sorry, I burped. I burp a lot. Usually I do it loudly, though. It's very kind of me not to do it real loud in your face. But they're just flat shader eyeshadow brushes. I mean, not flat. They're fluffy. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been drinking a lot of caffeine. I'm hyper. Okay. I'm going sidetracked. So, I use this palette a lot just because I have it. It's got so many different shades, and instead of going through, because I do have a lot of other eyeshadows, but instead of going through each one, I mean, I just use these and they work. So, I usually use, ooh, I'm shaking a little bit, so much caffeine. Those two colors when I do it. The darker color I do first. Just, you can use the small brush or the big brush. Just dab barely, and then go right there. And you can see it leaves a pretty dark mark. The dark mark. I'm not a Harry Potter nerd. Shh. And then you blend it up. You know, you just keep running the brush like that. And it kind of makes a little mark right there. And if you blend it enough, it looks like a natural indentation right there, like you're a little more fishy face than you really are. And then the little bit lighter shade, they're just like brownish taupes. And you have to practice and see what works well with your skin. If you're using eyeshadow, which is the, you know, cheap, easy way to do it with just a random brush. I mean, it doesn't even have to be brushes like this. This is what I find works best for me. If you don't have brushes like that, use your fingers. I mean, I didn't always have a brush collection. And I've been doing makeup for a while. Just use what you have on hand. Okay. And you just keep running it a little bit, and then you see, I don't know if you can tell, because that lighting is a little harsh, and then the sun's out, and my camcorder's set up right against the window. So the light's coming at me, but from what I'm looking at, it looks a lot more, you know, like not cut in, like I have more structure to my face, I suppose. And then I'm going to take that dark shade again, not dark, darker shade, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the blush brush and the bronzer right along the edge of your jawline. And I mean, I've seen girls that do this every day. There was a girl in my trig class, first semester of college, and she, I'm going to take just a clean, fluffy blush brush. This is a cheap brush. I mean, look, it's broken. I just hang on to it because it's useful for blending and if I want to set sparkle on my body. Okay. But she would do it with black. And when you saw her from a distance, like when she first walked into the classroom, she always wore her hair down too, like this, all the time. And she had these big extensions in, and she always looked all real thin and real skinny. And I remember one day she came to class like in PJs, and her hair wasn't, you know, didn't have extensions in. And her hair was all short and messed up in a bun. And she had like no jawline. So I realized, oh my gosh, it's all makeup. And then like a couple weeks later, I was looking more at her all the time in class because of course I wanted to see, you know, what she was doing. And I could see that a bunch of black lines, like she hadn't blended it very well. If you got up close, you could see it. Well, for this, I mean, if you want to do an extreme one like that, use black. Go ahead, wear your hair down so that no one can see. See? Fakes a jawline. So that no one can see that you're coated in eyeshadow, basically. But yeah, that's that.